In the world of modern Christian and gospel music, very few voices manage to leave an everlasting impression quite like David Phelps. Renowned for his breathtaking tenor voice and deeply spiritual compositions, David Phelps rose to international recognition as a standout member of the legendary Gaither Vocal Band. Audiences around the world were captivated by his emotionally rich and soul-stirring performances. Yet, behind all the applause and the bright stage lights lies a far more complex and heartfelt story. It's a journey that is intricately laced with unwavering faith, strong family values, personal health battles, and the unavoidable controversies that come with living life in the public eye today. We go beyond the music and explore the deeper layers of David Phelps' life, a man of profound belief, vulnerability, creative spirit, and firm conviction. This isn't just a story about a successful singer. It is the journey of a man whose voice does more than just carry melodies. It touches hearts, inspires souls, and brings hope in ways that go beyond words. David's life is a living example of how music, when infused with genuine purpose, can change lives. David Norris Phelps was born on October 21, 1969, in the warm and faith-driven heart of Texas. From the very beginning, his life seemed to be guided by divine intention. Raised in a Christian home that placed a high emphasis on education, music, and deep-rooted faith, it was almost as if his future path had been set long before he ever sang his first note. His mother, Mariella Phelps, was a music teacher who nurtured his early interest in music with disciplined guidance. She laid the foundation for the technical excellence that would later define his singing. His father, Gene Phelps, served as a college professor and encouraged David's love for learning and intellectual exploration. Music clearly ran in the family. Even David's sister, Sherry Proctor, pursued her passion for Southern gospel, demonstrating that musical talent was truly part of their family heritage. From early days in church pews to local community events, David's voice began to stand out. With a tone full of clarity and power, his singing would rise above the congregation, catching the attention of everyone who heard him. As time passed, his love for gospel music only grew stronger, and he continued refining his skills, eventually enrolling at Baylor University to study vocal performance and classical music. During his time at Baylor, it became increasingly clear that David Phelps was not just another talented singer. He was something rare, a true musical phenomenon in the making. His operatic vocal skills and remarkable range set him apart, hinting at a greatness that would soon take the gospel music world by storm. The pivotal moment in David's career came in 1997 when he joined the iconic Gaither Vocal Band, a group led by gospel music legend Bill Gaither. It didn't take long for David's extraordinary tenor to become one of the group's signature sounds. With each performance, his voice did more than just fill a room. It stirred emotions, awakened faith, and drew audiences into moments of heartfelt worship and awe. For David Phelps, music was never just about performance, it was ministry. Each song he sang was like a prayer wrapped in melody, a declaration of faith, and a living testimony of hope and spiritual restoration. Whether performing in front of thousands in grand concert halls or leading worship in small churches, David always poured his heart into every single note. In various interviews, David has spoken about what he calls the spiritual language of music, how melodies and lyrics can bridge the divide between heaven and earth. For him, music is not merely sound. It's a divine tool, a way to share his beliefs, and to reach out and touch the innermost needs of the human spirit. Through his gift, he has helped countless people feel closer to God. Despite his growing fame, David Phelps remained firmly grounded in his values, particularly his devotion to family and faith. His marriage to Lori Pearl Phelps has been one of the most stable and loving parts of his life. Their relationship stands as a beautiful example of lasting love and commitment, especially in an industry where constant travel and public pressure often strain personal relationships. Together, David and Lori raised their children in a home centered on prayer, music, and the virtues of humility and integrity. However, life away from the stage brought its own set of challenges. David has faced personal health struggles that tested his endurance and faith. He has opened up about moments of physical and emotional exhaustion, times when the pressure seemed to weigh heavily on even his powerful voice. Yet, in those difficult moments, David leaned even more on his spiritual beliefs, allowing his faith to sustain him and guide him through the hardships. Like many public figures, David Phelps has not been immune to controversy. There have been whispers, rumors, and criticisms, people questioning his musical decisions or personal choices. But through it all, David has responded not with outrage, but with calm and quiet strength. He never allowed negative voices to define him. Instead, he chose to rise above them, using adversity as a source of personal growth and artistic depth. Unlike many artists who chase fame for fame's sake, David Phelps has always seen his platform as a sacred calling. His mission was not just to sing but to heal, uplift, and inspire through his voice. Every song was more than a performance, it was a spiritual experience. Each moment on stage became an opportunity to connect souls and bring light to dark places. David's ability to stay grounded in a world where fame can easily cloud one's values is a true reflection of his integrity and character. His music continues to inspire, not only because of the beauty of his voice, but because of the authenticity behind every lyric and note. For David, true success has never been about winning awards or gaining public praise. Instead, he measures success by the lives he touches, the faith he strengthens, and the hearts he reaches through his songs. As time goes on, David Phelps' legacy continues to grow. His voice remains one of the most recognized and respected in gospel music, but what truly secures his place as a role model is not just his talent, it's his faith, his devotion to his family, and his perseverance through every trial life has thrown at him. Phelps has not only created beautiful music, he has created unforgettable moments of worship, of healing, and of divine connection. His journey is marked by acts of love, humility, and an unshakable commitment to use his musical gift for a greater purpose. David Phelps is much more than a talented singer. He is a living example of how faith, resilience, and purpose can guide a life toward extraordinary impact. From his humble beginnings in Texas to his rise as a global gospel music icon, David has proven that when talent meets faith, mountains truly can be moved. Through all the highs and lows, whether standing under the spotlight or walking through life's shadows, David Phelps' legacy stands tall. It's a legacy built on grace, courage, and a relentless belief in something far bigger than himself. Just like his voice, his life soars beyond the ordinary, reminding us that true greatness is not found in fame but in faithfulness. David Phelps, a name that resonates with soul-stirring melodies, unmatched vocal excellence, and a testimony that continues to inspire people around the world. David Phelps is more than just a remarkable singer. He is a man whose artistry reaches far beyond the realm of simple performance. With a voice that spans breathtaking ranges and a heart deeply rooted in family and faith, his life is a compelling journey filled with inspiration, triumphs, and quiet personal battles. Behind the stage lights and roaring applause lies a much more intimate and profound story. It is the story of a man whose path is guided by a strong sense of purpose, anchored by his unwavering faith, and constantly supported by the deep love of his family. This is not merely a tale of musical success, the untold story of David Phelps. His legacy is not just built on melodies and lyrics but forged through conviction, sacrifice, and the grace that defines his entire being. Away from the public eye, and far removed from the glamour of sold-out venues, David Phelps lives a life centered around love and family. He is, first and foremost, a devoted husband and a caring father. His wife, Lori Pearl Phelps, is a former professional trumpet musician who shares not only his life but his spiritual and artistic mission. She stands beside him not just as a life partner but as a key pillar of his ministry and music journey. Their marriage, which has endured for decades, is deeply grounded in mutual respect, shared artistic passion, and, most importantly, a strong Christian faith. Together they've built a beautiful, meaningful life that many admire, one that stands in sharp contrast to the often chaotic and demanding world of the music industry. The Phelps family has created a peaceful sanctuary on their expansive farm in Tennessee. Their home is more than a place to live, it's a retreat for reflection, a haven for creativity, and a gathering place for their close-knit family. Their children Grant, Kobe, Maggie, Beth, and Collie have grown up in a household where values of faith, love, and unity are not just taught but lived daily. Remarkably, Maggie, Beth, and Callie have inherited their father's musical gifts and occasionally join him on stage, creating touching performances that beautifully express the harmony and strength of family bonds. For David, family isn't just a source of encouragement, it's the very foundation of his life. In a world that often prioritizes fame and success, he has chosen to prioritize the people he loves most, finding inspiration and purpose through them every single day. Despite the calm appearance of his life, David Phelps has not been without his share of personal and health-related challenges. While he generally keeps his struggles private, observant fans have occasionally noticed his absence from the stage, prompting concern. These breaks from public performance were not without reason. At times, they were necessary due to vocal strain or exhaustion. In other instances, urgent family health matters required his complete focus and presence at home. In an industry where endless touring and back-to-back shows are considered standard, David made the courageous decision to take a step back. He began to recognize the importance of caring for his own well-being and protecting the health and happiness of his family. This realization led him to embrace principles that are rarely discussed in the high-pressure world of gospel music: Sabbath, rest, emotional and mental health, and the value of stepping away to recharge. In recent years, David has begun to speak more openly about these topics, using his platform to encourage others to find balance in their lives. By doing so, he's not only safeguarded his own peace, but also offered a powerful message to fans and fellow artists alike. This shift has allowed him to enjoy a more sustainable lifestyle, stay closer to home, and continue his ministry without sacrificing his health or the precious moments with his loved ones. While David Phelps is best known for his incredible contributions to gospel and Christian music, his artistic curiosity reaches far beyond those genres. His solo career showcases his versatility, with projects that include elements of classical music, pop, and deeply moving inspirational ballads. Albums like Classic, Freedom, The Voice, and Game Changer demonstrate the wide range of his musical talent. These works don't just display his technical skill, they also feature rich storytelling and emotional depth. His concerts are more than just performances. They are theatrical experiences, complete with full orchestras, dramatic visual setups, and emotionally stirring themes that resonate with people on a spiritual level. For David, music isn't just a form of entertainment, it's a tool to touch the soul, to heal, and to inspire. His ability to cross genre boundaries has expanded his audience, attracting people who appreciate not just flawless vocals, but the emotional connection his music offers. However, not all responses to his evolving style have been positive. Despite his respected status in Christian music, David has faced criticism, particularly from more conservative audiences. Some purists in the gospel music scene expressed concern over his shift toward theatrical presentations and contemporary musical styles, feeling that it was a step away from traditional gospel roots. His decision to take long breaks from touring with the Gaither Vocal Band also sparked rumors and speculation. There were whispers about possible tensions with Bill Gaither or other group members, yet no solid evidence of any conflict ever came to light. David Phelps, true to his character, chose not to address such speculation publicly. Instead, he let his music and actions speak for him. His dignity and steadfast faith helped maintain his reputation as someone who stays grounded in truth and does not waver in the face of public opinion. Today, David Phelps is recognized as one of the most talented and respected vocalists in Christian music. His vocal range, his command over tone and expression, and his ability to convey deep emotion through song have led many to compare him to classical and crossover legends. But what truly sets him apart is the heart behind the voice. His songs carry a message of faith, hope, and redemption, messages that resonate deeply with audiences around the world. David is not simply a performer, he is a role model. He exemplifies what it means to combine artistic excellence with spiritual integrity. His ministry goes beyond singing on stage, it reaches into education, community outreach, and personal mentorship. He has shown that music rooted in faith can be a force for good, capable of transforming hearts and lives. Whenever David Phelps steps onto a stage, whether he's performing a timeless hymn or a soul-stirring original ballad, something extraordinary takes place. He creates more than just a musical moment. He creates a sacred space where people can connect with something greater than themselves. His voice becomes a vessel of grace, a living testimony of his beliefs, and a reminder of the divine power that music can carry when it is grounded in truth and sincerity. The story of David Phelps is a beautiful and inspiring portrait of resilience, creativity, and devotion. He has experienced both the heights of fame and the quiet satisfaction of a peaceful home life. Through health battles, artistic transformations, and even moments of controversy, his commitment to his faith and his family has never wavered. David Phelps is not merely a voice that moves crowds, he is a symbol of purpose, perseverance, and the courage to remain true to oneself in an often unpredictable world. For those who have followed his journey, he stands as a living example that real success comes not from applause or fame, but from living a life guided by love, conviction, and grace.